Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Perlmutter from QuantumListing, and happy Wednesday to all. Today we are going to be sharing with you our newest feature on QuantumListing, Network Brand Promotion. And like many of the features on QuantumListing, this came about from conversations that Julia, our customer success advocate, had with numerous customers, all sort of clamoring for this type of feature. And without further ado, I am going to turn the microphone over to Julia, who is going to take it away. Thanks, Julia.
All right. Thanks, David, so much. Yeah, as David mentioned, this feature was really driven by our customers. It was something that basically took one of our current features and kind of took it up a notch. So particularly a lot of our customers, our syndication partners, a lot of our customers syndicate through companies like Buildout and RealNex and SharpLaunch. And we'll explain this a little further in, but it was really those customers in particular who suggested this. And we said, okay, we like this suggestion. We're going to talk to our tech team and we're going to get working on it. And so this week has been really exciting because I've been making phone calls to some of the customers who had suggested this idea, and also some of the customers who I had told that this was coming and they were excited about it. And now we're really thrilled to have it implemented. So really, today's webinar is a little bit different than other webinars in that it's really focused on this new feature. So a lot of times our webinars are a comprehensive list of everything you can do from QuantumListing, but we are so excited about this new feature that we wanted to highlight it specifically. As I mentioned, it is essentially a combination of two of our features that currently exist. So what we'll do is first we'll just do a quick overview of QuantumListing, just very quickly, and then we will go into kind of the two features that this new feature arose from. So the first is brand promotion, and the second is our QuantumListing networks. And as you can see here on the screen, the QuantumListing networks plus the brand promotion equals this new feature, network brand promotion. So we'll just kind of run through this, really high level so that we can go to the site and just show you what network brand promotion looks like, why it's a benefit for your team, and also how you can get started with it and what it will look like once you implement this feature. So just a quick kind of overview in case anyone is new to us, if you don't mind going to the next slide, David. So QuantumListing, we give your listings maximum exposure by offering a range of features so that you can market your properties without breaking your budget. With QuantumListing, if you didn't know already, you can post an unlimited number of listings with the ability to market them seamlessly on all forms of social media. There also is no paywall for QuantumListing. That also means that there is no registration wall. So this means that someone can come to our site from a Google search, or they can come to the homepage for the first time. They can find the listing that they're interested in, and right off the bat, they can get in touch with the agent without having to go through another step of registering. We hope you register. We'd like you to register, but you don't have to, and we don't want to slow down the process of the deals being closed. So that is something we have held to from the beginning of QuantumListing. So just a kind of quick review. So brand promotion is the kind of the base list, the base feature that the network brand promotion came from. And brand promotion is part of our on-demand advertising options. And this is something that we added last year that has been super, super popular and very exciting. We have a few different parts of the on-demand advertising. You'll see from our profile page, it's under your marketing center. But basically, these are ways that you can, for very, very small prices and with no commitment, give your listings extra boost. One of the ways to do that is through listing promotion, which basically just brings your listings to the top of searches in your market. The other way to do that is through brand promotion, which is the feature that we already talked about, which created network brand promotion. So essentially, brand promotion, if you don't mind going to the next slide, David, it's a way that you can give your company, your team, or even just your own personal brand additional exposure on our site. So essentially how it works is you can either work with us or you can design a little image. As you can see on the left here, this is an example of one. And we basically, it's very, very easy. Once you create the image, there are a few parameters on the sizing, which we'll help you out with. And then we place the order, and as soon as it's set, when people search in your market, the brand promotion will appear at the very top of searches. As you probably know, most people do not go beyond page 1 of searches. And so this is very, very key for getting more exposure for your brand and for your listings. So just so you know, and we'll show you this on the site, when you click on the brand promotion, it then brings the user to all of the listings that you have. And so this is actually what started to bring about the idea to have the network brand promotion. So a lot of people, they really like the idea of having a little ad for their company, but there's a lot of people we work with who are their team players, and they don't want the ad just to go to their listings. They want it to go to their entire team's listings. So essentially, what we ended up doing for network brand promotion is that when you click on the brand ad, it will then bring you to the entire company's group of listings. So how we were able to do that is by creating these networks. And so QuantumListing networks, they already existed, like I mentioned, but they basically are a place for all of your listings to kind of gather in one place, so that if you have 6 agents with a bunch of different listings, you can have them all in one place so that you can drive your customers to one spot for the whole team. I do believe I threw in a few slides here just to kind of show the amount of exposure that brand promotion has been getting. So these are just a few different snippets. So this individual, they have been doing brand promotion for about a year, and they have received 67,714 views. We have another example on the next slide that has about 13,573 views. And then the next example is actually just one that has been up for this past month, and that one has 500 views so far. It does kind of vary on the market, the number of views that you get, but regardless, we'll go over the pricing at the end, and with brand promotion and listing promotion, you'll see that the amount that you're spending per the amount of exposure that you're getting is really unlike anything that you're going to see on other sites. And that's something that we really take pride in being a low-cost service at QuantumListing. So we will kind of quickly just go to the next slide to see the kind of what a QuantumListing network looks like. We can skip over this just because we're going to look at it on the site, and you'll get a better sense there. But this is kind of a preview of what the QuantumListing networks look like. And, you know, essentially someone's going to arrive on the page. They can select the member that they want to look at listings. They can also filter by the asset type or the trade type. there's a lot of different things that you can do from there. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and kind of just start showing you guys more about this. And we're really excited actually because we already have one example of a brand promotion for networks. I believe that this feature just got added, and so we're in for one so far, and we have a few other conversations. And I'll give you a preview, which is that we are going to be offering 20% off of this feature for the first month at the end of the webinar. But they just want to throw that out there to stay tuned so that you can get that code. So I'm going to share my screen here.
And Julia, while you're doing that, let me just also say that it's great for companies that are syndicating to us from Buildout or RealNex or SharpLaunch, but it's also a great thing that economic development agencies could take advantage of, or commercial real estate broker associations, or chambers of commerce, where they want to aggregate diverse people into a single place where all their listings can get seen and also promote themselves as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for adding that, David. It's much appreciated. So our first member who took advantage of the QuantumListing network brand promotion, they're our friends at Central Realty, who are out of St. Louis, and they also have listings in a variety of states, which is actually pretty cool. They have listings in Illinois and Missouri, and I think one or two other states as well. So one of the members of this network is Scott here. And when you look at Scott's profile page, so I'll just kind of start from the beginning. You can see there's this little admin panel here that has a little tab called Networks. And this is a place, I don't believe I said this already, but just so you know, when you do join QuantumListing, you automatically get added to a network based on your geographic area. So we have a network for every single state. We also have a couple of networks for specific areas. So I believe we have a network for Southern California, just because that's a very big area. But in addition to having a network for each state, we also have started making these networks for companies and for teams so that people can gather all their listings in one place. So you can see here, I'm signed in as Scott, and if I were to click on my networks, you can see that Scott's a member of the Illinois network. He's also a member of the Missouri network, and he is, of course, a member of the Central Realty network because that is his firm that he's with. So what you actually can do is you can click on network listings, and you can see all of the listings that are within the network that you're in. So you can see here, this is a mix of listings in Illinois. There's also a lot of listings in Missouri. But what you also can do is you can drill down based on the network that you want to select. So today's webinar is specifically about this network brand promotion, and the brand promotion is for Central Realty. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this here. And so this is a really great way for teams to look at all the listings that they have on their site from that they have on QuantumListing. You actually can, from here, you can go ahead and click on team members. So Scott can go ahead and click on Greg's profile, and he can send Greg a chat message. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do from there. So kind of the purpose of the brand promotion for networks is, while it's great that there's this page that Scott can access with all of his listings, we want people searching all over the internet to be accessing the Central Realty team. So we don't just want Scott and Greg and the rest of his team to be looking at this page. We really want to be driving traffic so that they can get more leads and close more deals. So that is kind of why we decided to implement this brand promotion ad. So what happens is the current ad, it's running in St. Louis. So I already had this typed up, but all you would do is you would type in St. Louis, and then you would see that the very first thing that pops up is this little advertisement for Central Realty. Now, what is cool is that even though they selected St. Louis as their market, if someone was searching just Missouri in general, you could go ahead and see that the ad still shows up at the state level, we call it. So something else that's worth noting is that we send out emails for specific states. So last year, we started every Friday, we send out what's called our search by category email, where we're essentially driving traffic to all the commercial real estate for sale on our site for different asset classes. So there's a button for multifamily, there's a button for land for sale, retail for sale, industrial for sale. But we also started sending out state-specific commercial real estate for sale emails. So we'll send out every couple of weeks, we'll send out an email for Missouri's commercial real estate for sale. And so everyone who gets that email, and we have a pretty comprehensive email list, everyone who receives that email, they will then click on it and they'll come to this page. And while there's 367 listings that show up, at the very top, you have this brand promotion ad highlighted in green. And by the way, the 4 other listings that are highlighted in green up here are all listing promotions. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Central Realty. And what was cool is that previously when this Central Realty had this brand promotion, it would only go to Scott's listings. I think we had like Illinois listings going to Greg's, and Missouri was going to Scott's profile. But now when you click on it, it brings you to all of Central Realty's listings. So then from here, what you actually can do is you can drill down by member. So if I'm specifically just interested in Greg's listings, I can go ahead and select Greg. If I'm specifically looking in Scott's listings, I can select Scott's. You also can drill down by asset type. So if you're just looking at land listings, you can go ahead and select asset type and then click land. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. You can sort the listings from high to low, low to high, based on price or by size. You also can just search for a specific address. So if you're just looking specifically for one listing, let's go for this one right here, the 4415 McMaster's Ave. I think they're trying to sell this one. So if you guys know anyone in Missouri that wants to buy this. But so you can go ahead and click that, and it shows right up there. You also, which is kind of cool, is that you could search specifically by state. So because I told you guys that Central Realty has multiple states, you could go ahead and say, I'm not interested in any of their Missouri listings. I'm really only interested in their Illinois listings. So you can go ahead and type in Illinois and click the first thing that shows up. So this is really, it's a really, really simple feature, but like I said, it's very, very practical. It's very succinct. And the other thing is that once you have this network set up, and just so you know, this is something that you can just reach out to us and we'll get this set up for you. It's very, very easy to do. But another thing that you can do is then you can actually share your listings via email, via LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and you can even create an iframe, which basically when you click on this little button, you can insert this iframe into your website. And this is something that, just having, this is just the network in general, but just having this is something that's included with membership. And In case you weren't already aware, membership for QuantumListing is $89.99 per agent. And so, you know, there's no additional charge for you to essentially have your own live link of your listings on your site. We know there's a lot of other options out there, but if you want something that's included with an already very inexpensive membership that also works extremely well, I definitely recommend this. We have someone actually who is going to connect their, they're going to basically, there's basically going to be a link from their website when people click on commercial listings that will go directly to their network on our site. And then people can just search from there. Just to kind of show you guys the iframe, this is what David uses on his brokerage site. And just to show you guys how simple it is, you know, it's a page that is essentially your quantum listing page, but it leaves people on your website. And just like on the page I was just showing you, people can go from here and they can search by asset type, and then they can, you know, click on a listing, and it's a live page of your quantum listing profile embedded on your website. Is there anything you want to add here, David? Just, I know this is kind of your territory and something you've been using for a while.
No, it just, you know, I think just, you know, I want to reiterate that there's no additional charge to have this link on your website that shows all of your listings. As you update your listings on Quantum Listing, it updates automatically on your website in real time. So, you know, back before I started using the iframes, if I wanted to make any changes to my website, I would have to get in touch with my designer, send her the changes. She would make the changes. I would approve them, or we'd go back and forth a little bit. Then once everything was approved, she would send it to the coder. So it could take, you know, a week or two to get this information onto my website. And now it all happens pretty much instantly because, you know, it takes just a few minutes to add a listing to Quantum Listing. And once I've done it there, I don't really have to do anything to my website. I mean, I do create a page for each listing using iframes also. So, you know, people can see them in the aggregate and they can see them individually. So I do spend a little extra time doing that, but, you know, it really is, you know, becoming a very fast and easy process.
Yeah. And that reminds me too, another thing, just going back to these networks, is that you can see, you know, there's all these listings here that were added to the network, but this all happens automatically. So as long as you can see Scott here, as long as Scott's listings are going to his profile, and this is Scott's profile right here, they'll automatically go into the network. So you don't have to worry about adding them into it or anything like that. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, this is a good time. Feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat.
How much does it cost to set up one of these networks, Julia?
So the networks we haven't talked about, but the network brand promotion is it costs the same as regular brand promotion. So the pricing for that is $50 for 1 month, $125 for 3 months, and $400 for a year. And as you can see here, we added this code. If you want to take a chance to jot it down, it's just network 20 to get 20% off the network brand promotion. This is all of our pricing if you have any questions, and we'll come back to this. I'll show you guys a couple other things here with the networks. And so we'll have basically a login for each network, and when you're logged in, you can see all of your listing analytics. So you can go ahead and see all of the the views that you have. And so this team here has 5,563 views. They also have a lot more views from all their different promotions that they've run. Right here is where you click in order to start the brand promotion, which is very, very simple to do. Another thing you can do from here is you can look at all of your users that you have, and you could delete a user, or you can add a user. The other thing is that you actually can add a listing from here. And so if you have someone who's your marketing person and they want to manage your listings from this page, that is totally fine. And the cool thing there is that that person then doesn't have to worry about logging in as the various users. All they have to do is click add listing, and then they can just select the user that they want to add the listing for, and they can go ahead and add the listing very, very simply. So we've tried to keep this very simple and straightforward, but we're really excited to have more people join and more people become users of the networks, and also of the network brand promotion specifically. Because like I mentioned, the brand promotion is the best way to draw people to your network so that they can see your listings. And as I mentioned earlier, that I'll repeat, is that it's also really, really, we recommend that you share your network page so that you can share it to social media. You can share it via email, or you can share it to your website, which, like I said, is very simple. Just a quick aside about sharing to LinkedIn. One of our favorite stories, and David, feel free to take over on this one, because this is kind of this was your idea. But actually, I always love showing this to people. If you search on Google, what is the biggest commercial real estate network? Does anyone have any guesses at what's gonna pop up? Anyone besides David? Come on, someone say the L word. It's okay.
Love?
Love. Well, a lot of people might think that the first thing that you're going to see is, CoStar or LoopNet. But actually, the first thing that pops up is a blog article that QuantumListing wrote. And no, we are not saying that QuantumListing is the largest commercial real estate network in the United States. But what we are saying is that LinkedIn is. Because if you think about it, LinkedIn is the place with the most commercial real estate professionals on one website. So this is kind of a little fun blog that David did a long time ago. But it's really, really easy to share your profile to your LinkedIn page. And I'll show you actually that. Just going to log out of this this is behind the scenes stuff. Just give me 1 second. So really from any page, if you select this share button and then you click LinkedIn, you are all set up. As long as you're logged into your LinkedIn, you're all set up to go ahead and share your profile out to the LinkedIn world. And like I mentioned, you can do this for networks as well. And again, the networks are really the place that has all of your team's listings in one spot. Something else you can do actually is, so there's 3 different ways that you can search on QuantumListing. You can search by location if you're looking for listings in a particular area. You can search by member. So if I were to type in Sue Horowitz, who is on the call today, her name shows up right there, and it brings you directly to her profile. We'll go ahead and click there and give Sue a little spotlight, because she always deserves it. And the third thing that you can do now is you can search by network. So when you search by network, you can go ahead and you can type in a company that you're looking for. So you also can do this if you just want to check out all the state's network pages. But I'll go ahead and type in our friends at Central Realty, and you can go directly to their page here, and you can actually share their page. You know, you don't have to be with Central Realty to share their page. So if you're a friend of theirs, or if you're David or I and you just want to give them more spotlight, you can go ahead and again click on this share button and then click LinkedIn. So that is always a very fun and easy way to get a lot of exposure. Definitely recommend tagging the correct people, tag as many people as you can, and of course do hashtags. But definitely, I know we've done videos. David has done a lot of videos where it shows that it takes less than 60 seconds to do this, and it's really true because you guys just saw that. So yeah, that's really, this webinar today is really, really simple, but we just wanted to highlight this. We're really excited about it. I will pause here if anybody has any questions at all.
I think you did such a good job explaining it, Julia, that there may be questions. Oh, Kenny.
And if anyone wants,
Kenny,
sorry, go ahead.
Let me unmute you, Kenny. Hang on.
Yeah. Well, that was this is Kenny Whiteley. I'll say something.
Yeah.
That first of all, that was very informative, but it's hard to digest as well. So you know, it looks like you got some powerful stuff going on there. We're experiencing a similar situation with another, I guess, commercial real estate marketing outfit platform anyway, that, you know, has something that we have just started using, and we'll see how it goes. It's pretty thorough, you know, as far as the comprehensive part of it, and but you said an awful lot. I got to get my head around it, and if you got, can you condense that into a couple of thousand words and send it on? But anyway, what we have done historically is, and still do, we use Buildout for our, you know, the platform, the one that we send them on primarily, and we use their matrix to make a flyer on every listing we have, whether it's lease or purchase. And we maintain lists that we've collected over the years, and you know, we've got them selected by category as well. You know, if we want to send a restaurant e-blast, we'll do that and send it that way. And it goes eventually through Constant Contact. And I don't know what Buildout's relationship is with Constant Contact, but I might be paying twice and not be aware of it. But anyway, it's been pretty effective for us. We get pretty good coverage, and you know, everything we send out usually is in the, you know, thousands, 3,000 to 5,000, something like that. We don't target it by, you know, the specific area. We just do it to the world, more or less, and hope it'll stick somewhere. But having the various lists is really you know, a benefit to us.
Yeah.
So Kenny, I just added into the chat a link to this past week's blog post, which has a summary of most of the content that Julia covered today. So you can sort of read that at your leisure, and you know, click it on here. You can just go to QuantumListing and click the blog link at the top, and you'll see the most recent post that's about network brand promotion.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'll try to go look at that and, you know, get a little better understanding. I came in late, so I don't know. I might have missed the basis for the whole thing, but it was, what I saw was informative, and you did a good job on presenting that.
Well, thank you. And the gist that you might have missed is really that this new feature combines two of our pre-existing features into kind of one mega feature. And essentially, it's a really great way for your team to get all of your team's listings more exposure. And it's kind of a place for multiple different members to put their listings in one place, and then from there to create a way to drive traffic to those listings. And Kenny, I'm happy to talk with you later this week, and if it's something that you guys wanted to try out. I can't remember specifically your company and how many agents you guys have and all that. I know we've had some great conversations though, Kenny, and would be more than happy to discuss this further with you.
Okay. Now, is that Julia? But I've got a banner at the bottom with the name on it, says Sue Horowitz, and all I can see is your forehead and hair. So I'm guessing that's Julia.
Oh no, hold on a second. I turned on my camera while I was sharing my screen. Just let me. Oops.
Okay, I can see you good now.
Well, hold on. I'm going to be on camera, but you're going to get two of me.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, but I'm still.
Okay.
We see you.
Yeah. I just made you the presenter.
Well, yeah. All I saw of you was just the image that had your name on it. So.
Oh, okay. There we go. We find that when the videos are on, when you're sharing your screen, it makes the screen sharing and it makes the internet kind of slow down a little bit. So like to put my camera on in the beginning and the end, but during the presentation, kind of leave it. So I think we're good to stop recording, David.
Well, but first, let me just say thank you to everybody who watched today and participated, and thank you especially to you, Julia, for having the initiative to come up with this great idea through your conversations with our members and doing such a great job in presenting it today. So thank you.
Absolutely, and thank you to our members, and thank you to our founder, David, for starting Quantum Listing and giving everyone a low-cost service that gives their listings fantastic exposure.
Thank you. All right. Well, we hope to see everybody real soon.
Well, you're certainly pleasant people to deal with, and I've enjoyed that. I would go through this, material that was outlined today, and like I say, try to get my brain around it, and then kind of see where we can go from there. But it looks like you're developing a powerful program, from what I can tell.
Thank you.